Good morning. Today is November 15, 2013 on a Friday. It's 10:29 a.m. Pacific Time. Up next, Fukushima radiation updates. Let's begin with the first one by Arnie Gunderson. Fuel already very close to going critical at Unit 4. Must be extraordinarily careful about starting chain reaction. This is a video. It was published November 15, 2013 at 8:33 a.m. Eastern Time by E&E News. Fairwind's Chief Engineer Arnie Gunderson, Coast to Coast AM with John B. Wells, November 9, 2013 at 31:30 in, says, sources have told me within Tokyo Electric that they have no confidence that there's any boron left between these fuel bundles, and they need boron to prevent the nuclear fuel from becoming a self-sustaining chain reaction, a criticality. So without boron in the plates, there are plates between these fuel bundles. But they got extraordinarily hot from not being cooled off the better part of a couple weeks, and they were also exposed to salt water. So that combination likely stripped out the boron. So the only thing Tokyo Electric can do is throw all sorts of boron into the water, then pull the fuel. I ran a division that built fuel racks, and these high-density fuel racks like they have at Fukushima are very close to going critical anyway. Normally, it's 0.95 as high as 0.99. That means there's a 1% margin before a self-sustaining chain reaction can occur. The problem there is that the fuel pool doesn't have the ability to remove the heat if these nuclear fuel bundles turn back. A criticality means they turn back on outside of the nuclear reactor. So they have to be extraordinarily careful that they don't start a chain reaction in the fuel pool. If they get close together, you can cause a chain reaction, and what will happen then is the water will begin to boil violently. Hopefully Tokyo Electric is going to be monitoring this really closely, and the first indication of water bubbling, they push the rods back in. The problem, though, is that the rack is distorted, and as you pull it, you're pulling way more friction than it was designed to handle. It's a real problem. And you can watch the full broadcast for subscribers here, and it's now available on YouTube here. Okay, and we're watching this situation very closely, as he said. Let's go to the next report. Photographer says no sign of life in Fukushima exclusion zone, only a few birds. These are photos published November 15, 2013 at 1:34 a.m. Eastern Time by E&E News. Brisbane Times, November 15, 2013. Apart from a few birds, there are few signs of life at all, even 30 months after the nuclear disaster. Sunshine Coast Daily, November 10, 2013. As Dylan Pukal stood in the exclusion zone around the Fukushima nuclear reactor, he couldn't help but wonder what he had gotten himself into. Thousands of kilometers from his Mudjimba home, he was very much alone in what could only be described as a nuclear wasteland. Other than the occasional bird, there was no sign of life. It was so silent that the birds seemed too loud. The 20-year-old recalled after returning to the coast. It was spooky, eerie. And you can view his photographs right here by clicking right there, and that's what we're going to do. Just a moment. Okay, everybody, we're here at his photo gallery, and I'll put a link to this photo gallery for you. brisbanetimes.com.au, Australia. Inside Fukushima, a Queenlander's Journey is what he titles it. There are a series of 12 photographs right now. We're looking at photograph number 1, and this is by Dylan Pukal. He went into the Fukushima exclusion zones to take these images. Let's go to the next photo. Alright. Inside Fukushima's nuclear exclusion zone. And all these photos are by Dylan Pukal. This is number 3. Don't see any people, don't see any animals, don't see much of anything here. and he said it was very eerie and scary. Haunting images of what happened. These are photos that he took. You can see all the vending machines in the front of the building there, turning into a wasteland, that's for sure. Look at all the weeds and everything. Okay, and let's keep going here with the photos. That must be a bowling alley. There's a bowling ball or bowling pin on the top of that building there. And that is the last photograph from Dylan Pukal. Alright folks, we're going to follow the Fukushima situation very closely, as closely as possible for all of you, because I know that everyone is wondering how TEPCO is going to do this job, and there is low confidence on that, but we shall see. Let's keep thinking the best and hope that they don't mess up. According to Arnie Gunderson, there is that possibility that something might go wrong, but hopefully not. Okay, that's going to do it for this report. Thanks for watching. I'll keep you posted. Pink out.